Safety is number one, obviously. So we have about 800 employees here. In the last 7 months, we've operated with 1 reportable injury. Currently 43 days injury-free. That's a pretty big deal, operating 7 months. And the injury we had was an actual heat exhaustion, so pretty big deal. The guy just needed to get some water, things like that. So to operate a yard this size, much traffic, many people, as many trains that come through here, that's a very big deal. So that's the most important thing we do out here. So some facts here. We got the Kansas City area has 5 Class 1 railroads interchange here in Kansas City. We are obviously the best. The BNSF, the NS, the KCS, the CP, and the UP. We are the 2nd busiest freight rail interchange point in the U.S. And on a daily basis, about every 24 hours, we have over 400 trains that operate through the complex here. Argentine Yard was built in 1875 on 128 acres. In 1947, Argentine Hump Yard was established, and then in 1997, we rebuilt the yard. It was open, and it covered 780 acres, what we sit on today. And within the BNSF system, we are the largest classification yard. We classify over the hump about 2,000 cars a day, give or take a little bit. We have 60 classification tracks, so that's our bolt tracks we'll run by here in a little bit. We have 10 departure tracks. We have 10 receiving yard tracks, 11 transfer yard tracks, 17 automotive yard tracks, which those are right here to your right. We have 5 main lines with fueling capabilities. 2 of them run on this side of the yard, on the north side of the yard, and the other 3 are on the south side of the yard. We'll run by the 2 here in a little bit. 3 fueling racks that can spot 7 locomotives, pure fuel racks. Let's talk about yard operations here. We serve 2 adjoining divisions. We are the Kansas division. The other 2 divisions that we join with is the Chicago and the Heartland. Let me stabilize myself here real quick. We connect to 6 adjoining subdivisions. We have the Marceline, the Fort Scott, the Brookfield, the St. Joseph, the Emporia, and the Topeka. Topeka is what we went over today. We have 38 yard jobs daily in our 24/7 operations. So we have our bowl yard jobs, that's over here on the east end. We have our hump jobs. We have our turner jobs, that they're the ones that switch out the automotive traffic. We have transfer jobs that go back and forth from the foreign lines, and our industry jobs, those types of things. So we've got just about everything you can imagine. We also have pilots that transfer power back and forth to outbound trains, defective locomotives, things like that. So about 38 total. We are RCO, we do have RCO operation here at the hump and the bowl and here in Turner. So we got the guys out here with their little joysticks running a remote control operation. So you see them out on the ground, they're just big kids just playing remote control operations out here. 75 to 100 trains across the fuel pad daily. And just out of Argentine Yard, we originate 27 trains a day. So we classify cars over the hump, put them in the ball, and we pull them out for outbound trains. And then we terminate 29 trains a day. Oh, sorry. Keep on going. We're going to get that building that over and we're going to turn left. Sorry. Too busy talking. So as far as staffing goes, I don't know if y'all got a chance to meet John Sutphin. He was the guy in the red shirt. He's the terminal superintendent here. We have 2 assistant superintendents. I'm Justin G. I'm one of them, and then Anthony Boldrum. He was in the white shirt. He's the other assistant superintendent. We have 4 terminal managers, and they play more of a production role. They're right here in the bowl. They're doing setting trains, all the paperwork, all the computer stuff, and making things happen down there. And then on top of that, we have 33 train masters. They're our frontline supervisors. They're the ones that are talking with the crews, making sure we have everything in order, radioing out there, just getting all the paperwork taken care of. So we have quite a bit of resources out here to make everything happen every single day. We have 5 yard masters. They're actually over here. They handle all the automotive traffic right here in this building right here, the 3A. Turn left. Go past it. Go past it. Here's the big number. We have around 800 yard and road TYM employees. So between yard operations and road operations, we employ about 800 of them out here in Kansas City, between us and Bird Yard. right here to your right, this is a couple of our main lines right here. You see our fuel pad right there. We fuel inbounds, outbound trains, and all of our light locomotive consists. Very hard to staple. Does anybody have any questions so far? So we're currently going over main 4 and main 5, right here to your right. And then here's our Turner Yard, the automotive traffic, as you can see. Right here to the right is our rib track, so our mechanical facility. So any equipment that we have, cars, anything like that, that's bad ordered, that's where we're going to take it for them to actually correct the issue, get the things that they need. Depending on the severity of it, is where it's going to go. So anything inside the building, that's more of our more difficult bad orders to complete. Right here to your right is our sorry, we're supposed to turn right there. So this is our bowl right here. Here's our main line, our fuel. We're having a fuel project going on right now, so we just completely redid main 1, 2, and 3. Completely just broke everything out, pulled all the fuel bins out, and redid that in about a week and a half project. So we're currently about ready to finish that up. These over here to your left and right, these are our departure tracks. So when we're pulling cars out of the bowl tracks here, we'll shove them in here, we'll put power on the outbounds, and then they'll depart either east or west out of here, go to their different destinations. Question was, how often do we purchase new equipment like locomotives? So just this year we had a commitment with GE to purchase 150 locomotives, and I believe we have just about met that within, I think, 50 locomotives. So that goes out through... What's that? Two brand new today. Up to 150, that's right. Yeah, I'm not sure how long we have that, but we have a commitment, a contract, a certain amount of years that we're going to purchase that many. Do you have any locomotives parked now stored? What's that? Do you have any locomotives stored right now? Yeah, so unfortunately we didn't get to Topeka, but we have multiple locomotives in storage right now. Most all of our efficient locomotives are in service right now, so the ones that are mainly in storage are less efficient locomotives, but I believe on the system we have around 1,300 or 1,400 locomotives stored right now. You own all of them, or do you lease them? There's a big majority of them that we are leasing, but we are obviously buying more locomotives, but yes. A lot of our switch engines, 4-axle engines, those are mostly leased. So as we're buying locomotives, we're pushing more of those out back to the people we're leasing those from. So these to the left are our classification tracks. We have 60 classification tracks. Each individual track has a destination. Whether it be to Barstow, California, Galesburg, Illinois, they're all classified by a destination. We'll throw them over the hump, classify them, and then we'll pull them out on the bowl on the east end, and then that's where we're going to depart our tracks. Depart our train. Here's the stop sign. Out here, automobiles? We have a mix of just about everything. So we have automobiles are specific to Turner Yard over here. So that's where we process most of our automotive traffic. We have range from anything coming into the manifest side, from concrete to grain to coal stragglers to lumber. Just about you name it, we haul it. sets of retarders. Anybody know what a retarder is? What's that? So we're about to pass our second set of retarders here. As you can see right here at the hump, the first one here, that's our master retarder. So if a car is going over the hill too fast, too slow, it's going to compress or it's going to decompress and slow it down or continue it to speed up. These ones here are our second set of protection retarders, and those slow it down. The same thing. We have some sensors that tell how far the cars are back in the tracks. If they got 40 car lengths of room, it's going to communicate to our computer system up here and tell basically how fast or how slow it needs to go out of these. Looks like we're in between cuts, so obviously you see we don't have anything going over the hill right now, but the way it works, we have 2 crews on duty at any given shift, and one will be in humping operations and the other one will be going down into our receiving tracks getting the next train ready to pull out, and they'll do that simultaneously for a 10-hour shift. So if you look in the yard here, just turn right behind them. You look there in the bull tracks, you can see a whole bunch of red vests. So with this whole operation, it takes multiple work groups. Transportation operations side, we also have our engineering group, our mechanical folks, a few others that make this happen. So you see some engineering guys, maintenance way guys are down there in the tracks. Safety is our biggest concern. So how we do that is we have our computer systems able to block off tracks, and the computer system lines the switches away so we can continue humping and classifying cars without delaying anything or stopping the hump. So it just makes it impossible for us to throw any car or classify any cars down at the tracks that they're actually working on. So that's what they're doing right now. Yeah, so we do use cabooses still. We call them shove platforms now. The doors are welded shut. They're specifically used now to protect shove movement. So if we have cars ahead of engines and we need to have somebody protecting the point while we're shoving, they have that. Our industry job will have that caboose on the rear, and they'll be able to ride that safely instead of being on the side of a car or a box car or anything like that. So it's a safety precautionary measure that we're able to use the resources that we have to help our employees do their work they need to do safely. But I believe we have 4 cabooses here in the yard that we use on a daily basis. Ice buildup, moisture, and then if anything that they're loading at the customer's facility, if there's any type of oil or grease, anything like that gets on the wheels, that can affect how fast they come. So the retarders here, we have the ability to burn that contamination off, and that helps the cars not to go too fast out of here and create a big disaster that we don't want. Switches in the main line?
No, the switches train going down the track. It's all controlled out forward.
I can't hear you. What's that again?
I say the train's going up and down the track. The switches are controlled out forward.
No, we're pretty unique here at the main inspection center down in Fort Worth. But because of the complexity of the complex instant worry here, all the 4 railroads, we have our own dispatching center across the street, and that's all handled through here. So the division that we join with, we eventually the trains get out on that dispatch. I think they're like the Santa Fe. know, so if, say if we, and we never do this, I promise you, but if the car is on the wrong train, the wrong place, AI reader will identify that, but it's not going to stop the train for it. So whenever it reaches the next yard, the next classification yard, we'll see that, and we'll either set it out if we want to make sure it gets to the customer's facility. But we try everything in our power to make sure the right trains are on the right, or the right cars are on the right trains, and it never happens here, I promise you. So unfortunately, we were not able to see classification taking place, but whenever we have a train, we're pushing over the hill here. There's a little, you can't see it right here, but there's right there, if you can see that little sign that has the red lettering in there, it's a little prompter that tells the crews, we'll have one set of crews for each train. It'll tell them exactly where to make the cut on the car and where it's going to disperse into the yard. So they're following instructions that are on the little teleprompter that our train masters are basically putting in place there on the computer. So there's quite a bit of technology. I think railroad is pretty simple. There's actually a lot of stuff that goes into making these things happen every single day and making sure it's accurate. So it's a little bit lighter day than normal here, but the bull tracks here, on a good day, we can hold approximately 1,700-1,800 cars in the bull, and that's about our red line. So right now we have around 1,000 cars. That's pretty average. Just a little bit lighter day today. Question is how we're keeping the rails from buckling in the heat. So we have our engineering group inspects the track on a daily basis, especially whenever temperatures excess of 95 miles an hour degrees. Yeah, but I'm not a track person, but I believe they have a specific amount of give between not the welded rail but the jointed rail that helps with that whenever it's 95 plus or whenever the rail contracts for whenever it's cold. So that's put in place to help with it. But on like 100+ degree day, we actually had a thermal Have fun.
Thanks.